Hey, it's Michael Saul, but everybody calls me Tiny, and this video is another December dive in the cards. This is stock market analysis for the week of December 2nd, 2019. If you would like to receive intra-week updates, go to www.attackthemarkets.com, put in your first name, best email address, follow the directions, and you'll be on the list. Join the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/attackthemarkets. If you like what you're hearing on this video, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Help me move up the ranks in YouTube. And to never miss a video when one is uploaded on the channel, click subscribe, smash the bell, and you'll be notified when I put up a new video. So, long time no here. It's been several months since I've done an update. Last I left the market, and you can, of course, always watch the videos on the channel, I was talking about how we were going to go into a sideways congestion, and then it looked like, hey, maybe we were ready to try to break out. We wound up breaking out. You could see right here, we broke out to new highs. This is the S&P 500. I'm using the SPY, the end of October. And since then, we've basically been straight up, little pause here, little pause here. So let's talk about the title of this video. Do I think we're going to take a nosedive into December? There's nothing really telling me that that's going to be the case. However, we are absolutely overbought here, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know what I think when we get to new highs. New highs are a place that profits are taken. Usually new positions are not initiated there. Usually, sometimes they are. So every time we get to new highs, in my opinion, it's time to trail stop losses. Doesn't mean it's necessarily a time to sell. Right? You can see up here it went a little bit higher, then it did pull back, and obviously much higher from there, or actually pretty decently higher compared to where it was before it pulled back, is what I should have said. Not much higher overall, right? So anyway, what does this tell us? It tells us that, trail stops, if that's the way that you're trading, okay? If you're the kind of trader that wants to protect what you have and continue to ride the market as it goes, then you trail the stops. If you're just looking to take profits, well, I mean, then you take profits and wait for the pullback and look to get in. I don't think it's the time to look to short here. I don't believe that this is a spot where, hey, look at this. You know, we're at new highs, so let's get short. I mean, that's suicide. The bears have been getting carried out trying to do that for better than a decade now, right? So, I mean, it's not going to be really a long video because what I'm looking for is a pullback. I don't know if it's going to come at the beginning of the month because there may be new money inflows in the beginning of the month. But if we do get a pullback, right now I'm going to be watching that for a buying opportunity, just like this was. I mean, this was, if you want to call this a pullback or this a pullback, right? But now you see that these were just little pauses, and this started to pull back. Maybe this one goes a little deeper. Maybe it gets to the 20 EMA. But as long as it's continuing to make higher lows, then it will likely lead to a buying setup. Now, what happens if we do get the December dive? What happens if, hey, well, you know, this is just like last year and we get crushed? Okay, well, that's why, number one, you have stop losses on, or if you don't have stop losses, at least you're managing, and you're not looking to just fade for no reason. You're looking for support points to come in. You're looking for buy signals to come in, whether it's a reversal candle, a multi-day reversal pattern, or whatever it is that you use. I'm good with both. I like multi-bar patterns. I like single bar patterns. If a nice hammer forms or a doji, and you can use that high in order to signal the continuation, whatever it is. So that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for a pullback here. I'm not looking to enter in here. Maybe we go haywire here and ballistic and just shoot up to the moon here. Don't think so. The strongest types of markets, tend to be grinding. Like you see this type of grinding move. right? And a nice, you could see the volatility reverts, the market reverts back to the mean. Remember, it's financial market, financials markets, whether it's the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ or any stock index, or whether it's whether you're looking at bonds or whether you're looking at foreign exchange, whatever it is, those are mean reverting markets. So when you get too stretched away from a key moving average, in this case I'm looking at this red moving average here, the 20 EMA, I'm looking for us to go back and at least kiss it. Again, I'm not looking to short here. Okay, I'm not looking for a huge pullback, a huge correction. I'm looking for a pullback, and then I'm looking for that pullback for a potential buying opportunity. If something comes out of left field, I don't know what, I mean, of course, there can always be terrible news, or something can be revealed, and the next great mortgage crisis, or maybe boat mortgages, or whatever. I don't know what it is. Car loans, nobody can afford a car. I mean, but all this news is already out now, and the market is continuing to climb. Okay, they're trying to get rid of our president, and the market's still continuing to climb. So again, market climbs a wall of worry. And really, the market also likes certainty. So it's kind of telling us that nothing's going to come out of these impeachment hearings. I don't know if anybody's watching now that the campaign commercials from President Trump's, what are going to be President Trump's alleged opponents, but they're great. They just completely attack him. It's like, wow, like just, just that's it, man. That's all they got now. And yeah, I know I lose people every time I say this, but I am a Trump fan. I just think he really played the Democrats, really played the liberals right into his hand. And even if you hate him, you got to admit that. And now they're just coming out, we have to get rid of him, and I'm the guy to run against him, and I'm a businessman too. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. It's like, I don't know, I guess it reminds you of like the 1940s or 30s in Chicago or whatever, where they say these types of elections have taken place. This kind of campaigning, has taken place, right? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at the rest of the indexes, because you got to hear me say I like Trump, so at least I could do is look at the other indexes. NASDAQ, kind of same deal, overbought. A little bit nicer because it did have the pullback to the 20 before it bounced, but still. Here's the Dow, looks the same as the S&P. Here's the Russell. Now, the Russell broke out to new multi-month highs, and actually new highs on the year. Wow, okay. New 52-week highs, or not just new highs of this year, new 52-week highs, but still lagging overall. And overall, it's been a choppy mess. Great for day traders, but yeah, for swing traders looking at the mid caps and the small caps, not so hot. Let's see, the mid caps acting a bit better, but still not up at the highs. Here's the semiconductors, or the semiconductors, whichever way you want to say it. Definitely coiled here. So looking for the semis to, let's see if they could break. They're going to continue to go higher. Here's KLA tanker. Yeah, so this had the news, but what is it, a week and a half ago, whatever it, about that, whatever it was. So now we got to see, can it get back over the 50-day moving average, or is this a shot across the bow, hole in the wall, as Alan Farley would call it, and then see if this is going down here to the 150s, and then even at the top up here into the mid 140s. How about Intel? Yeah, Intel just kind of coiled up, not really seeing much there. How about banks? So here's the banks. Banks look like they're ready to make the next move. They held the 20 pretty nicely. They're coiling up as well. Bank of America, the leader out here. Citigroup also acting well. JP Morgan really leading out here. So again, once again, I'd like to watch to see if this pulls back or coils up from here. But if you're looking at the banks, these are the ones you want to watch. XPD on a nice run. That's the broker-dealer. Here's Goldman. Yeah, I mean, Goldman looks to me like it's trying to, it's not really a coil per se, but it looks like it's winding up for something here. If you put the lines in, right, what do you got? You probably have to move this line a little, so let me try to, yeah, I mean, whatever it is. But see if this can blast off here. You got 230s up here, the 234 area. How about Morgan? Yeah, Morgan's coiled up as well. Here's Legg Mason, also acting in a coily fashion. Biotechs, yeah, wow, what a move on the biotechs here. So again, overbought on the short term, but I'd be watching for a pullback and or a coil. Here's Amgen, wow, again, I'd watch for a pullback on here. Here's Immunogen, yeah, it's a better fish to fry than that. Here's Biogen, yeah, I mean, all over. This thing is crazy, this stock. It gaps down, spends months like this, and then gaps up, and then how long is it going to spend up here? All right, here's Gilead. Yeah, just could be forming a big base, but I don't see anything here. Caterpillar in a triangle / coil, watch that. John Deere, yeah, not so nice. I'm not really interested in John Deere right now. Here's Apple just continuing to march higher. What a monster. So watch the 275 handle. See if we can get to 300 on this move. Here's Alphabet, but you'll always be known as Google to me. Also coiled up here. See if it could pop up. Get to that 1350 number. Tesla. All right, so Tesla all over the place too, sloppy, not really interested in it right now. Netflix, watch the 200-day moving average on the upside here as potential resistance. Here's Zuckbook. Zuckbook has a high up here in July at 208.66. I don't have my glasses on, so I think that's 66, not 86. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. We're not playing for pennies here. We're looking in the area. But see if that can get there. It's in a little bit of a grind mode as well. How about Amazon? Yeah, Amazon not acted so nice. All right, really not acted so nice here. Up at the 200-day moving average. Of course, there's Cyber Monday and Black Friday and all this stuff. So maybe those releases of those kind of numbers, they come out. Maybe they'll give it a boost. But right now, it's more sloppy than anything here. How about bonds? Yeah, bonds also sloppy here. They want a nice rip higher. You can see we have this little coil mapped out back in August. It popped up out of that, but now it's just more sloppy than anything. Oil looks like it's ready to fall. I've been saying this for a while, though, and it really hasn't come to fruition. It's more slappy, wow. It's more sloppy than anything, or slappy, whichever way you want to do it. But if it loses the 1050 handle, watch for a retest into the low 9s down here. And gold. So gold had been acting really strong, but right now it's digesting, and that's what happens. You know, a lot of people don't understand when they always talk about, yeah, they just think momentum's going to go forever and ever and ever. It doesn't, okay? And a lot of times when there's big moves to the upside, and gold had a big move, it takes a while to digest that move. Here's the miners looking the same. Maybe it'll actually creep down to the 200-day moving average. That could be a possible place to watch for a buying opportunity. So, again, I am not calling for a huge correction in the market. I'm not calling for a new bear market. I'm not looking to short here. However, I would not be surprised, and I am going to be looking for a pullback. Maybe not right at the beginning of the month, but it could start that early. So, because a lot of times there's money inflows in the beginning of the month, but I am going to be watching for a pullback. I am going to be watching for support, and as long as something doesn't come sideways and huge scandal, and I'm talking about economic scandal, not with the president. There seems to be, like I said, they try to parade all the scandals out when it comes to President Trump, but if there's a big economic hit or something, and we didn't see this, maybe there's a huge move down. Look, you can't anticipate that. So what I'm looking for, pullbacks, potential buying opportunities. If it gets amped up, look for the intra-week update. For me to weigh in there, okay? Not saying I'm going to come back to weekly videos here, but I did want to put something up now, especially since we had the half day on Friday for the day after Thanksgiving. It was a 3.5-day week, so I didn't really want to let it go any longer. I've been getting a lot of emails asking if I'm okay. I really appreciate them. I've just been really hard at work, okay? I still look at the market every single day, and a lot of times for multiple hours every day. So the weekends come, and I'm actually working on the weekends as well. And I don't want to say that I don't have the time, because these are as good for me as they are for you. This is great for me to actually gather my thoughts and do these videos. So I'm going to try to get back doing them, but I'm not saying I'm going to be doing them every week going forward, okay? All right, any questions, tiny@attackthemarkets.com. Peace and love to y'all, and I will talk to you in the next video.